So e-hailing service Bolt finds itself in hot water again following an incident where one of its drivers allegedly stabbed two female passengers. One of the victims sustained injuries requiring stitches on her lower back. This incident has raised concerns about passenger safety. And Newzroom Afrika reporter Nasiphi Same joins us live for more on the story. This is so disturbing, Nasiphi. It's one of the places where you feel you can be safe. You know the name, the identity of your driver, and something like this happens. It certainly shakes your confidence and your sense of security. And this is a heinous, heinous act. What more have you learned?
Well, Iman, as you put it, it is indeed quite a heinous act. It's alleged that a Bolt driver was involved in this incident on the 4th of May, where a group of young girls had requested a Bolt service to transport them from one area to the next. And as women, Iman, we know that there's been many advices that one should travel in groups when moving around at night. But if you have a group of about 6 women and still an attack like this happens, it does indeed, knock your confidence, but also you question safety when it comes to using reliable and convenient services like e-hailing or Bolt. But to talk to us further about the incident, I'm joined by one of the victims, two of the victims that were there. She tells me that about 6 of them had requested this e-hailing services. Sissy, if you could just talk me through what actually happened that night of the 4th when you requested the Bolt service.
We requested a Bolt from Montevista to Danoon, and we asked the driver to pause by a garage that's in Bottesberg. And when we got there, the driver was like, it's okay, he also uses Capitec, we should just transfer the money. And then we went to Danoon. When we got to Danoon, he was like, we won't go inside Danoon because it's dangerous. He will drop us by the taxi rank. We were okay. When we tried to transfer the money, that's when Capitec did not work. Everyone tried to use their Capitec banks, but it did not work. So he said he knows a closer garage, which is Kilani. When we got there, the garage is being renovated, so we went to Tableview, which is called Nomlenzana. We withdrew 150. The Uber initially was 90 rand. We withdrew 150 because we're paying him extra for the inconvenience. He asked us to get out at that specific garage, and we're not doing that unless he gives us the 50 rand extra. And the driver refused. He took us to this police station, Tableview police station. When we got there, my friend and the driver went out of the car to speak to a police officer, and it is said that the police officer said that the driver should take us to our destination. We thought that was cool. The driver was okay by taking us to our destination. The driver did not do that. The driver used a wrong way, and when we realized that the driver is not going where we are going, that's when the fight started to retaliate. My friend started to take videos of him. That's when he tried to pull my friend's phone and throw it out the window. That's when we tried to grab him and the steering wheel, and he stopped the car. We all ran. That's when he ran after us and stabbed us.
You were saying that you went back to try and grab the friend that he was stabbing at the time.
Yes, I went back to grab her because I saw that she's left behind. So while we were far from him, he still managed to actually run back to us to stab me. Yes.
And you were obviously traveling in a group, and we know that they usually say you need to travel in big sizes or in big groups as females to avoid incidents like this. But it still happened. Any concerns that you have as so far as safety?
I'm concerned because the driver knows my address. So I'm concerned for other ladies who will be traveling with this man. Even if Bolt says that they blocked him, he might be using other e-hailing services. So it is quite a concerning and triggering. Yeah.
And you were talking to me about the fact that when we met outside the police station, that you can't stand for too long. Do you mind just detailing the nature of your injuries if you're saying that you were stabbed?
The driver stabbed me an inch away from my kidney. The doctor said that he scratched me. It's not something much, but I can't stand for long. I can't bath myself. I can't take myself to the loo. I can't bow down. I can't do any of those things. Sometimes I can't eat. I shake when I eat.
Cindy, also you were stabbed during the incident. Do you mind detailing to us the nature of your injuries?
I was stabbed at the back here in my left side, and that's where I got my 10 stitches of the stabbing. But then I tried after the incident to walk, to do everything on my own because I think it was not that too deep.
And then we'll go back to Silu again. You were talking to us about the fact that you guys are opening a case or have opened a case.
Yes, we have opened the case.
And has BALT in any way reached out to you guys in terms of assistance? And what have they said?
BALT only reached to us after he saw that we are trending and people are actually cancelling BALT, because when we initially reported the scene, BALT said they were investigating, and BALT has been trying to call us. He's been giving people our numbers without our consent, cancelling. We've been getting calls from different people trying to cancel us, and BALT did initially want to take me, like to give me a transport that is requested by BALT, which is I got injured by a BALT driver. They wanted to take me to a police station to open a case, and I literally told them that I am not safe with anything that involves BALT. Thank you.
With your story trending this past weekend, and this week, it trended for about 2 days on social media. We saw outcry and people also relaying some of their stories. I remember me during COVID covering a story of a young girl that was also attacked in a BALT incident or a BALT incident. Did you know of any incidents prior this? Did you in any way think about cancelling or removing the app when these news came?
We once heard a story, but it was not in Cape Town, it was in Joburg. And after that, BALT literally sent emails that we do have promos. So as young girls, we are students, when there's a promo, we actually download the app again. So that's when we downloaded the app again, because most times I use InDrive or Uber. But at that point, BALT was the only e-hailing available.
Thank you so much. Silu Daniso there, one of the victims, including with Cindy, detailing to us what actually transpired on the 4th of May, as she indicated that it was her birthday, and that ride to Danune for them to celebrate her birthday turned into a nightmare. We have reached out to the Western Cape E-Hailing Association, who also indicated that they are aware of the incident and they are looking into it. They relayed to us that they are aware that BALT not only confirmed that the driver in question was a BALT driver, but also they indicated that the driver himself has been blocked from the app. We will hopefully hear from BALT as well so far as safety measures that they're going to be implementing following concerns that have been raised by the two young ladies.
Nasiphi, a place that you think you're going to be safe, and it's such a pity celebrating your birthday as well, for it to come to such an awful, awful end. Harrowing listening to their stories there in a place where you should be, and using, the type of transport where you should be feeling safe, where everyone can see where you're going. Certainly didn't turn out that way for the young women you're talking to. And as you reflected there, it will create more resistance, I suppose, to people using services like these if you can't guarantee that you're going to be safe, especially for young women. Thank you for that, Nasiphi Same there.